as me and Rosie are doing a mini project at the moment on Joseph, which I can't post anything at the moment because it's really too short, and we have the show tomorrow, so I want to show you her reaction when she sees how big the theatre is and how big the production is. So I'm hoping to show you guys that tomorrow. So what thought I'd do in this video is something we haven't done for a while, because some of our plants are growing, is turn you around and take you into our garden and show you what we're growing. And some of what we're growing is some of the easiest stuff to grow with little children, so maybe it can give you some ideas of what to grow with your children. So I'll turn you around. Okay, first up, mint. Rosie loves eating these straight off the plant. So they're great for making peppermint oil, keeping ants away. Insects in general don't like the smell of mint. We've got our strawberries, which we bought off someone a little bit smaller than this. And then we have our pea plants. One has been mauled and eaten, and I'm hoping this one will survive because down the bottom it's beginning to be eaten. I've put eggshells in there to try and prevent snails from getting in, but they seem to be, all the birds are getting somewhere to, so hopefully these will survive and we'll actually get some peas this year. Then we have carrots. The recommendation with carrots is you sprinkle them all over, cover them, and then you thin them out when they start showing, but I tend to find they don't all grow, so I don't thin them out. So yeah, we've got carrots growing under there. And you can also eat the greens. Our blueberry plants are doing beautiful. So all these little buds were flowers, and now they're going to become blueberries as long as Rosie doesn't pick off the green ones. So we've got 2 of these. Very proud of my blueberry bushes. We have more strawberries in hanging baskets to try and keep them safe from slugs and snails. We have a raspberry plant that I'm not sure what you do with it. It appears to be growing back. I'm hoping it grows back stronger than last year. We have 2 trees, a plum and a cherry tree, but because I only want them miniature, I don't think they're going to grow that big, and I don't know if they'll ever fruit. This one down here always flowers, but it never gives any fruit, so I don't know if I'm not feeding them enough or whether I need to move them into bigger pots or what. And then potatoes. So as long as nothing eats all the greens, these will grow up, bury them until the bag's full, and then you let the greens grow, and then you leave them about 3 months, and then you have potatoes in there. What else do I have to show you? My husband built this gigantic planter for me, so I've just replanted some perpetual spinach in here to see if it will liven back up. But we had planted a row of parsnips and some peppers at the back, but I'm not sure if the birds got in there before my husband did this to keep the birds out, so I'm not sure if I need to replant. So yeah, take you back to my greenhouse. That there's more perpetual spinach. I didn't move all of it in case it wasn't successful. More perpetual spinach in there, but it's kind of withering. It's not looking very healthy this year. Last year it did really well. And then I'm trying to grow parsnips in a pot, so if the others don't succeed, maybe these will sprout. And I'm also trying a different method of tomatoes, where you basically chop a tomato in half, and then you cut a slice off, and then you bury the slice, and then the seeds grow, apparently. So I'm going to try that. So I hope you've enjoyed our garden and our garden stuff. Rosie has a new pool over there that she won't get in. So me and Daddy huffed and puffed and huffed and puffed and blew that up, and she wouldn't get in. Now she just doesn't get in it. So our garden, although we rent and although we complain that we rent sometimes, we do live in a lovely area, and in our back garden we have the pear tree where it is just so peaceful. You can just sit and listen to the birds. Our neighbours on one side have a bird feeder, so when we do our bird project we can just sit in the garden and watch what birds come to their feeder. I rescued a bumblebee from our swimming pool earlier, actually. Our swimming pool, paddling pool. But yeah, we will go out to see other birds as well. But we've got so much just in our own back garden. We obviously keep our little bit of overgrown garden for the bugs. And we have our digging flower bed that I have to currently make sure there's no cat poo in before Rosie digs in it to dig up worms and centipedes and stuff. And yeah, we got a pretty nice garden, so I hope you've enjoyed a little mini tour of what we're growing, and I hope it gives you some ideas. The ones we're growing: peas, carrots, strawberries, cress obviously, but we're not growing cress at the moment. Potatoes are easy to grow with kids, and potatoes are really fun because when those 2 bags are bushy in September, August, September time, that's if they don't, all the leaves don't get eaten. We just roll out a bit of tarp and basically empty the bag onto it, and Rosie just gets stuck in and she just goes through all of the soil and picks out all the potatoes for me. So it's great fun for kids to get a bit messy and some fun. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. For now, it's ta-ta from me and ta-ta from the Rosie Bear.